Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Monday, another day in paradise. Am I right? Are we excited? We excited to start this week? Really get our engines going? Oh man. Last night at 6:30 p.m. I get a call from my son's, well, the dad is my buddy, but my son's best friend. He has 2 extra tickets to the Clippers game. And I could not tell my son, who is absolutely obsessed with basketball, that he could not go to that Clippers game. So I was up late and up early, and there's a ton to talk about. How's everybody doing? Are you in the chat? Are we here? Are we still here, guys? Look at the ReCoop. Even snatches your money in the intro. Crypto for Change has a working theory that I am the hacker in order to bring people to my show. I have very little technical ability, everybody. But hey, look, we're at a very serious point. And there are 2 things, folks, before I dive in and we look at some stuff. 2 things can be true at the same time. One, that it's absolutely urgent that you do not listen to people saying that MyAlgo is fine and you listen to a wide swath of people, very serious people, telling you to either rekey, move your assets to a different, wallet provider, or be in cold storage. That's one. There's an absolute urgency to that. And then 2, that this kind of, echo chamber talk, doom and gloom, panic, we're all talking at each other. And then if you notice, folks, nobody else is talking about this. And it's not because the Algorand community isn't airing our dirty laundry out. So look, keep it in perspective too. We can make this worse. And we are maybe making this worse, I guess. But my point is that it's urgent for you to move your assets off of MyAlgo or to rekey to Para, where however you're going to do it. You've heard lots of different ways. You can manually send. If you have 2.5 million Algo in a hot wallet on MyAlgo, you can just send that to a different wallet as you wait for your ledger in the mail. But let's not write Algorand's obituary, all right, like a lot of you are doing. This, frankly, has nothing to do with the Algorand blockchain. This has to do with wallet software by Rand Labs. It's unfortunate. And I think any reasonable person would look at this situation and they would think, this is more about money. This is more about money. But I'll talk a little bit more about that. But let's just kind of dive in here. And I'll look at CoinMarketCap. We'll look at that. And then I'm going to dive into some of the news over the weekend. It's been rough. We took a week off. Last week, there was a lot happening here on the show. I was theorizing. I was trying to make sense of all this for you guys and, keep everybody informed and uplifted. Oh, my God. And then it had gone silent. It seemed that only 25 wallets were affected. And now we're learning that more wallets are being affected. They laid in waiting like a what was that? A honey badger or something, for a week. And now they're back. All right. Sorry, guys. It's super early. And you guys, the cool thing about going live is that I just can't hide who I am. All right. I don't need to use the trackpad. I have a mouse. So let's share this here. I'm going to look in these comments. I see the comments coming in. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for participating. I'll definitely dive into the comments, but I do want to just kind of scroll through here. We'll do this obligatory little look here. Here we go. We're at CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin's at 22.4. Very, very sideways. Apparently, there is a death cross on the 1 week, which is where the simple 50-day moving average crosses with the 200 week moving average, whatever. You guys can go to somewhere else for that type of analysis. Ethereum, whatever, all sideways, all very sideways. It seems extremely likely. I mean, what is this? 24 hours? Seems very likely that this is all bad. Look at that. I mean, look at this. This is it. Just there's talk about a Bart Simpson. So if an upside down Bart Simpson was here, that would be his hair, and then we're just going straight back up. But this looks awful lot like a flag, doesn't it? Boof. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So that's fine. Let's go back here. Scroll down a bit. It's all about the same. Monero's been performing. Near's down to about $2, and Algorand's at 22.5 cents, up about 1% over the last hour. All right. Let's look at, let's look real quick at, I could go there, but let's just go here real quick. CoinDesk. All right. Anything interesting here? First mover, Bitcoin is stuck between Silvergate and China. Yeah, sure are. Sure are. Silvergate's bad. China is looking a little bullish, I guess. Lido token sinks 10% following rumors crypto staking service received an SEC Wells notice. A Wells notice. Who are they sending that to? Isn't Lido a decentralized protocol? I believe, I won't open this. I do believe it was one of the Bankless guys saying that he was hearing that they got a Wells notice, but then he came out to say, no, they did not. That was misinformation. Usually when stuff like that happens, somebody called the Bankless guy and said, hey man, that's not making things better. All right, whatever. I mean, you saw this. Didn't we talk about this? Binance.us is operating unregistered securities exchange. Cool. Cool. Boom. One more time for your mind. Let's just look at CNBC real quick. See how futures are doing. Nobody cares. You guys don't care about this. I'm doing it anyways. At some point, I'm going to have a show that I want to have rather than talking about this endlessly. But there's no way I can't talk about this. We're all in this together. Okay, it's inching up. So the big thing, our decentralized money is waiting on the central bank to utter words, to put sound on breath. We just need that big centralized banker man to put some sounds on breath so we can know which way our decentralized money's moving. Sound on breath. That is what talking is, isn't it? Guys, you guys, a top-notch content that you appreciate and love. Here I am on a Monday morning. I'm supposed to be refreshed, folks. I'm supposed to have a weekend where I got back on track. But everything, it just, I got a life and people want me to do things. Okay. So there's that. So let's dive into some of the more important stuff that is happening in the Algorand community. And most of that is happening on an app called Twitter, owned by Elon Musk. Elon posted something recently, and I don't have it queued up, but he said, in quotes, I don't remember what it was, and I'm not going to search it out because it's not important, but it was something along the lines of, I used to be invested in crypto, but now I'm interested in AI. I mean, so Mr. Tastemaker, King Tastemaker is also providing the FUD that we all need and love, especially right now. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to have all of that in the atmosphere? Okay. All right. So let's share this. Let's go to Twitter, and we'll start with a very important message that came out. I think it was yesterday, that we all must heed. And I'm dead serious, folks. So we got another message from MyAlgo saying, this warning stands. Users with mnemonic wallets in MyAlgo should move funds or rekey to accounts held in Ledger or other wallet providers. The investigation is still ongoing. And then Gary Maloof, who is the head of engineering at Algorand, rocking a crazy goose flock. Folks, we have seen a lot of evidence over a broad swath of high-value wallets that this was not a phishing attack, but in fact a vulnerability for non-hardware backed wallets on MyAlgo. Please heed theirs, mine, and many others' recommendation to rekey or move your assets ASAP. So if you're on Twitter and you're reading somebody saying, I think MyAlgo's fine, this is going to be okay, it's going to be good, it's secure, don't listen to that. You lose nothing. Look, DeFi, I didn't rekey to DeFi because my MyAlgo wallet was a NFT wallet, and I am pretty certain that Para wallet is more integrated into the NFT scene than DeFi is. But I did it on Para, and I hear that DeFi is extraordinarily easy as well and intuitive, and DeFi is a fantastic wallet app, okay? But I did it with Para Web, and it is so easy. You import your keys for, maybe do a malware sweep of your computer before you do all this. That might be a good idea. That guy, I forget his name. I think it was called Malware Bytes. There's a free option for you to at least see that your computer's fine. But anyways, you import your MyAlgo keys, and then you open up a new account using Para, and then you rekey your MyAlgo keys to that Para wallet. It happens in seconds. Move slowly, but you can do it. And then at least that gives you another layer of protection. And then, of course, if you have it in you, get a cold storage device. The Ledger Nano X is very compatible with all things Algorand. And then Gary also says, show empathy and understanding to the victims. Attacking them is not okay. Now, I think that we should most definitely be moving on from this. Okay? I understand. We all understand that in crypto, you need to not trust, you need to verify. We all understand that it's confusing why somebody would have 2.5 million algos just sitting in a hot wallet. We all get that at this point. It's not helpful to point that out anymore. All right. And then Gary Maloof retweeted my retweet of him. Can everyone please heed this advice? All right. So we had that, right? So this is an important pivot in the saga. We have the head of engineering at Algorand Inc. And I think he also made another point, which I think we should. Gary Maloof is sort of leading this charge over there at Inc. And he says, we, Algorand Inc., do not own, write the software for MyAlgo wallet. This is an opinion purely from observation and pain that folks are dealing with right now. And then around the same time, he was saying, anyone with assets you would be upset about losing need to get them out of MyAlgo wallet today. No judgment of anyone. Hardware-backed wallet is the ideal, but an account created through something like Para is a better option than status quo. Okay, so guys, we've said it. I've said it a million times. Stop it. MyAlgo is not secure, okay? And even if it is a wildly bad judgment call to be betting on the chance that it's not. There is a chance, but it seems that chance is dwindling, especially based on this. All right. Where do I want to go next? Let's go back here. There's more. There's more, folks. There was a lot of developments yesterday. Like I said, this is a like I said, they didn't do anything for a week. Who knows how long they've been sitting on these keys? I mean, it's wise to assume that whoever has done this has access to all the keys. And I mean, look, folks, it's hard not to run through scenarios here on what is likely. And I mean, I don't want to speculate too much in this episode, but it's just like, look, it's not a stretch of the imagination to play this out in your head where this all starts with the MyAlgo job listing and somebody concocts a plan to hurt Rand Labs and by default, Algorand in general. If you think that Algorand has not been making progress and becoming a real threat, you're not paying any attention. So, we have people very, very hurt. I found out about a VC that I do not believe has gone public yet, so I will not go public. But I do know these people to be very, very sweet individuals that lost a significant amount of money. Something like 15 BTC, 200 and something ETH, and a bunch of Algo, folks. I don't even know how many BTC does Algo Mint even have. I should have checked that before this episode, but 15 BTC is also a significant amount of Go BTC liquidity in the ecosystem. So there's that. All right, guys, let's see what's next. Okay, I was going to look also. I mean, there's a couple of other, we had somebody, okay, that's the casino. We'll go to the casino in a second. We had Gary Maloof. There's this, Lofty. Lofty was affected by this. This is from the Lofty Discord. Hey, everyone. Earlier today, some funds in our company wallets were drained by a malicious actor. We believe this to be the same issue that has been plaguing the Algorand ecosystem recently. One, we did not lose a lot of money, $65,000 worth, because we keep the bulk of our funds in a hardware ledger wallet. Two, no Lofty users were compromised because this is not an exploit of our app. And three, to better protect ourselves, we have temporarily moved all funds from potentially affected Lofty hot wallets into our hardware wallets. This means until the issue is resolved, fiat trading will not work and users will not be able to withdraw rental income via crypto rails. We apologize for the inconvenience and we are working as quickly as possible to restore services. So they are reacting to that. And then, look, bless his heart, but this is bad advice, guys. There's no exploit or confirmed anything. Even if there isn't, this is bad advice. But look, man, we're all doing our best. Okay. Okay. And then we also have and then we had Algorand Casino. I think that's on Reddit. Algorand Casino. Attempted wallet hack. These guys got lucky, apparently. If you are on our Discord, you will already know this. Our Dilution wallet was attacked this morning. I seen a transaction pop up on my phone and immediately knew it was not one done by me. And here's the sequence of events. Dilution wallet ID. This morning, sold 50,000 chips on Tiny Man. We received back some algos. We then sold these algos for some USDC. USDC received. Then 2 minutes later, another transaction popped up on my phone. 9,603 USDC were transferred from our account in what appears to be an exchange for algos. We then received almost immediately 41,000 algo along with a bunch of opting into other assets. So this is the point where I saw the notification, and with all the MyAlgo exploit chatter, I immediately moved the algos to the reserve wallet. I actually tried to do the send max and it failed due to not enough algos in the account, so I reduced it to a round number. I followed this transaction by sending all of the chips from this wallet to the reserve. A few minutes later, an Algo transaction occurred that we did not do. 2 Algos sent to wallet ID. We removed 5 more Algos to take the account to the minimum and then rekeyed the wallet. There's more activity on this account after they got our 2 Algos. They have seemingly taken some Algos and a huge amount of G Algos from another account. So we did not lose much, which is simply down to dumb luck and my obsession of constantly looking at my phone. Someone else lost big time. Up until this point, I was convinced that the MyAlgo chatter was some sort of phishing attack. I feel so foolish now for not rekeying our accounts sooner. I have now rekeyed all of our accounts, and we will set up clean wallets for all that have never been touched by MyAlgo in the coming days or weeks. Sites that I have used this wallet on over time are all of those places. I will update this list as I go through the logs. Okay. Well, no, his diligence, his obsession paid off for the project Algorand Casino. So that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. And then we also have, unfortunately, more bad news. Let's go back to Twitter. All right. Are you guys seeing this? Yeah. All right. Dear Algodexers, due to the recent hack on Algorand wallets, so this is from Algodex, Parawallet and MyAlgo have advised the users to withdraw the funds from their current. Okay. That's what. No, did he delete it? Oh no, that's his pin. Sorry. Okay, everyone. Early on March 5th, one of our company wallets was infiltrated by a malicious actor. This attack appears to be similar to what is currently happening in the Algorand ecosystem. A thread. Before the attack, we had taken precautions, including moving our USDC and the bulk of our treasury tokens to secure locations. However, the infiltrated wallet was tied to our liquidity rewards program for users of Algodex and for providing liquidity on TinyMan. 2, this resulted in the malicious actor being able to remove the Algo and the Algex in the TinyMan pool created by us to provide additional liquidity to that token. The impact on us is not material, but the following should be noted. 1, ALGX tokens valued at about $25,000 earmarked to provide liquidity rewards to users of Algodex were taken. The company will replace this. 2, ALGX and Algo tokens valued at $30,000 were removed from our TinyMan pools as the actor accessed and redeemed the liquidity tokens from our infiltrated wallet. This is why the liquidity reduction of ALGX will replace this after our liquidity and safety impact assessment. 5, total loss from the theft was less than $55,000. The theft did not impact Algodex, any Algodex users, or the liquidity. All right, so they are they're targeting smaller wallets. And then sorry, I don't have that sheen today, folks. I'm not feeling particularly buoyant, but that's okay. We can't always be buoyant, folks. Let's go over here and let's find. Where is it? Sorry. People helping me get the word out about my show. No, this was somebody tweeted this really quick, not that long ago. I think, yeah. So here we go. 13 hours ago, this is supposedly one of their wallets. And 13 hours ago, this wallet, they removed 50,000 Algo at a time, which I believe this wallet had 2.5 million Algo in it. But that's all unconfirmed, guys. I don't know the details of this, but people on Twitter are saying that this wallet was drained by the hacker. So what do we do next? I mean, I'm not going to lie, folks. I'm not going to lie. This is all not great. Let me just check something here on my phone so I don't make mistakes like I have in the past. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, I mean, this is bad. This is a bad moment in the Algorand community. I've been talking to the Algorand community for 2 years. I've been having fun with the Algorand community for 2 years, and I will say this: my thesis on Algorand has not been invalidated, and I still believe in it. And this is a really unfortunate event. And I'm not exactly sure what the totals are or where this is headed. It doesn't seem like it's been resolved, and it seems like somebody has the keys to our keys. And if you're not moving your assets, it's just a wildly bad move. Hopefully, you're moving your assets for no reason. So if you do move your assets and for some reason it's for no reason, which, I mean, does anybody actually believe that that's for no reason anymore? We had the head of engineering at Algorand Inc. say phishing is no longer really the concern. But I can feel it, man. I feel it in the Algorand community. There is a lot of dejection and there's a lot of turning, and then people are vultures, folks, and they're gonna prey on this. And are we strong enough to be resilient during this? Do we believe in the mission of Algorand and the technology? And do you believe in what you've built on Algorand, community wise or project wise? And are we going to be able to stick together through this and see it to the other side? Or are we going to panic and try to find ad hoc solutions and make these quick pivots out of emotion? I don't think that that's the move. I hope it's not the move. I'm not making any pivot out of emotion. I'm looking at this pretty emotionless, except for the fact now it just seems to, it's this uncertainty, folks. This uncertainty is killing us. And it makes no sense. We've seen a lot of these types of things happen in the past and on other ecosystems. And we've seen at the scale of this and much larger. I mean, $10 million hack, if that's where we're still at, is nothing in the greater world of crypto. We see much bigger numbers than that. But still, because it's so highly targeted and affecting individuals that some of us know and appreciate, it becomes so much more emotional. And then when you lose that significant amount of money, you need somebody to blame. So this is a rough, terrible time. And again, I send my condolences to anybody that has lost money. And I hope this stops soon. I hope somehow this can stop. And one major way that this can stop is if everybody heeds the advice. Certainly, if you're somebody with a large amount of money am I going to have to keep on repeating this? Because this show is not going to be all that entertaining if all I'm doing is repeating the fact that you need to rekey and get cold storage. Somebody asked me about Digibyte in the last episode. I think that a lot of the Algorand community should do like a 1-week boot camp in a community like Digibyte or Litecoin, right? Like go into these proof of work communities. They're paranoid as fuck. Those guys, I talked about buying Digibyte on Voyager early on, and they couldn't have thrown up in their mouths more. You couldn't buy Digibyte anywhere except for Voyager and like Uphold and a couple of other places that were obscure. So if for anybody new coming into Digibyte, they had nowhere to buy it. So I thought, well, you can buy it at Voyager, but you couldn't withdraw it from Voyager. And that was terrible. And then look how that played out. Their suspicion of Voyager and holding your crypto on an exchange was absolutely founded. And now they're looking at situations like this being like, what are these people doing? They don't have cold storage, 2.5 million algo, and there's no cold storage. So there is a point to what I'm saying is that there is an ethos in this thing. I talked about this last week. There is an ethos in blockchain that you have to heed or you'll get bit. We're in the bear market. There are people going to pry and kill this thing, right? They're trying to kill this thing. They're trying to kill either Algorand or they're trying to put a lid on it, whatever it is. It feels like a coordinated attack. It feels like a taunt, frankly. You have something happen on a Sunday, right as ETH Denver launches, and then nothing. Then Sunday, wham, taunting Rand Labs, showing the world that they can't fix this. So I don't know. I have no details. None of the things that I'm saying are from anybody official. I know some of you know that now I am going to be in Los Angeles as a community champion. My show is separate from that, and I will talk about that more, but I don't, and I have a lot of I think some people would like to know what my thinking is and how that will be separate, how I won't be unaffected. And obviously there's realities of that I'll talk about, but I don't feel like talking about that today. I was going to, but I don't want to. But just know that nothing I say is coming from any official source or anything. I'm in the dark with you guys at this point. And frankly, I don't want to know until everybody else does. All right, let me look at the comments. Are we good over here? How's everybody doing? I think you guys are just being funny. I'm buying a ledger next week. Can't have hacker scamules coming for my... Oh my God. Copper Durnals, Hacker Samuels, Scamuels, Hacker Scamuels is funny. Guys, I am not the hacker. This was not a ploy to get my show some ratings. Just nice timing. I'm just kidding. Oh man. Is there anything else? Is there anything I've been missing, guys? Do you guys want to send me? I don't get why VCs do not use multi-sig accounts. Yeah. 235 algo be worth 10,000 one day. Yeah, buddy. Crypto for change. Put in that. It's a lot of money. What would that be? What's that, like $25 an algo? Would those kind of tweets go over well right now? 25 by 2030, brah, to the moon. Is 2,000 algo Cs worth getting a ledger? Probably not. You can just do that on an old Para wallet. Even on one ledger device, account the funds are stealable. Okay, so we got him making sure nobody's comfortable. 20 likes only. Yeah, guys, can you give this some likes and share it, or do whatever everybody's doing. Maybe Hillary's the hacker. It's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. I like this guy right here. I'm glad he's in here. Let's see. Logiotech. It's unfortunate what's going on, but it's natural for a young chain to experience issues, especially where a lot of users and devs are new to crypto in general. Actually, we're doing pretty good. So look at that, man. I think I touched on that point yesterday or last week as well. I believe this is because Algorand Foundation does not support alternative wallets. The lack of audited rekeying of multi-sig accounts on Algorand after Algo is in mainnet 5 years is terrible. Well, that stinks. Coop, can you enable paid channel memberships? I can. Would you guys pay for that? I can. I would be happy to. Other chains had it much worse in Algorand. The reason some forks like Ethereum Classic exist was because of exploits that lead to complete rollback of the chain. and ETC is actually unmodified chain. Yep, if you guys don't know. So Christopher Swan, like, I want to pay you, Coop. Perspective. I would. Oh, thanks, Chris. I mean, I really appreciate everybody's support through all of this. And, just from this channel, it's obvious that I've dedicated a lot of my time for, just for fun, really, to this community and to this particular project. So I'm hoping that nothing's going to change, right? 32 likes. We got up to 2. We got 2 more, folks. We got 2 more. I guess we can look real quick. It's 6:45. Let's just sneak peek. This isn't what this is about today, but I'm gonna just go real quick to here again just to see what the word is from the good old stock market. Our central bank man talks tomorrow and Wednesday for Congress, and then there's a jobs report coming on Friday, and then it's all green. There you go. Everything's gonna be fine, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. Look at all that green. What could be wrong with that green? All right. Well, guys, if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments, if you think I've missed something that we need to talk about, I don't want to sit here and just beat a dead horse to fill another 10 minutes. I'm not particularly feeling light and buoyant today. I want things to be okay. They're not. And I can't control that. I mean, we can all scroll my Twitter feed. You guys want to go on a Twitter feed scroll with me real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything? Why not? And if you don't, you don't have to. Just whatever. Nothing matters anymore, folks. We're going to be... Oh, did anybody catch... I'll talk about that for a second. Why not talk about something a little more fun? Did anybody actually catch the Chris Rock live? Which I enjoyed personally. As I was watching it, I tried to watch it live with my kids in the room. I'm not trying to insulate them completely, but I was like, maybe I'll have to watch this another time. And then I realized I could put my AirBuds in and connect it to my Apple TV. So I watched it yesterday morning. It was pretty fantastic, but it was interesting to me. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, if any of you actually even watched it, but just with the past couple of weeks of me trying to do a live show and then Chris Rock doing a live show, and then he completely and utterly murders Will Smith. Oh, holy crap. That was brutal. This is why. Imagine that. Imagine giving a comic like Chris Rock, who is a killer. I mean, a total... I don't know if you guys share the same enthusiasm for this guy, but that guy is a longtime killer. I have enjoyed him for a long time. And he doesn't do a lot of specials. But imagine giving a killer like that 1 year to come back at you. And boy, oh boy, did he ruin that man. Oh, that whole thing about her interviewing him about her cheating on him. What you gotta say? But anyways, my point is about the live thing. Man, look, it's harder than it looks. Chris Rock fucked up his main joke, his whole Will Smith thing. He ruined his joke. I mean, he didn't ruin it. He's still an absolute pro, and he landed it. But man, he messed up. He did the wrong movie reference for a joke, which kind of took a little of the punch out of the next joke, because that was the movie. He did 2 movie references. He did Concussion, and he did, I guess, what is that? 30 years, not 30, whatever the one, the slave one. I don't know. But the point is, live's hard. And even, Chris Rock definitely handled it and didn't ruin it. But man, that guy must have been pissed after that. You don't hear anybody talking about that fumble, but I mean, it would be a rude thing to bring up. I'm sure Chris Rock isn't watching this right now. It was great, right? Oh, what's up, Shane? How you doing, man? I was just talking about you guys. Were your ears ringing? What's up, Shane? I told everybody in the Algorand community to do a 1-week boot camp in the Digibyte community. It was great, though. It was great. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to sign off a little early today, unless you guys didn't watch it live, but clips on YouTube. Yeah. Does anybody? I mean, a lot. Everyday Algonaut wants to know how many Algo the Rand Labs received from the foundation. I have zero idea, but Rand Labs has been around, for a long time, and MyAlgo has been around for a long time. There is a sentiment out there that people are trying to push. I think that MyAlgo is like the de facto official Algorand wallet, and I will repeat that is in fact not true. The Para wallet was in fact formerly known as the official Algorand wallet, and MyAlgo wallet is a web wallet, and I always looked at that thing like, okay, I'll put my NFTs on it, but I don't trust it. So I do not agree with that. I got bored like 5 minutes in. Really? I will say in the beginning, he did seem a little tense, maybe the moment it was, all of a sudden you realize the entire world is watching you. Even Chris Rock is like, oh crap. I mean, at some point it had to occur to him, oh boy, if I mess up, this is on a pretty large scale. But yeah, I definitely wasn't bored. His bit about Will Smith was funny. It was the whole thing was funny. What are you talking about? I mean, sometimes it got a bit aggressive, but what's up, JT? Elbow cough. Algo signer was much worse. Hey, it's all about perspective, Daisy. Great show. Stay up. Scamuel L. Haxon. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to one of Reach's like hackathons or something and learn how to be a hacker. I'm gonna steal nothing. I will never steal anything from you guys. I am a light of sunshine and love. All right. I'll leave it with that. Anything else? Do you guys want me to say anything? Logitech. I'm on Algorand for more than 2 years, and I know. Okay, let's see what they are talking about, because both of these guys are I've seen around for a long time. Logitech has been around from the beginning of my journey with Algorand. Our relationship has started on StockTwits many months ago, over years ago. So here we go. Algonaut. Okay. And the everyday Algonaut is Ludo from Aramid Finance and Votecoin and stuff like that. So these guys are, does anybody know how much Algo? Okay. Actually, Algorand isn't on mainnet for 5 years. It's 3.5 years. We are a young chain. Almost nobody was using Algorand until 2020. Well, that's for sure. That's when everybody came, was 2020. And then it was late 2020 where there was any DeFi at all, really. And that started with Tiny Man and I guess Yieldly. A little bit. Oh, so you caught the end of it. Algo Signer was much worse. I'm on Algorand for more than 2 years, and I know it was there 2 years before it. Come on in. Going to clip that part. Coop is a white hat hacker. Oh, yeah. So now he's going to say, just cut it out. What is happening with Algo? Oh, there was also, oh my God. Okay. We're going to fill the time. If you guys decided to stick around, there is other things that we can talk about that aren't that, guys, look, we are here in Algorand and we're dealing with a massive wallet issue, but there are also other issues, and they're called scams or projects gone very, very wrong. And we have Algo DAO, which has completely and utterly, I'm a white hat hacker. Thank you. If I were, I would be returning everybody's money, and I would be wiping all Google evidence of this ever happening, and then we would be okay. But so Christian asks about what is happening with Algo DAO, unless you already mentioned it. I did not mention Algo DAO, and I don't know what's happening with Algo DAO other than they have totally disappeared. I've advised people in the past that have asked me about Algo DAO not to use them. I don't know if they've listened. The people I advised seem to not want my advice. So maybe they went with Algo DAO. But that is, so I don't know about that. I don't know any details, but I have heard, Natalie Salamink, who was an advisor to Algo DAO, who was affected by this. She said something along the lines of she has not been in contact with them. She reached out. She did not hear from them. So it seems like they skirted. And I believe that they were doing a similar launch pad on. So it looks like Algo DAO launches launch pads and then doesn't launch anything else, which is unfortunate. And one of their largest supporters, an ambassador to Algo DAO, a guy on Twitter called Oyster Pack, he has been calling them out, and I think he's still technically an ambassador. So when your ambassador is saying, where the hell did you go? It probably means that they've disappeared. And they were also given, I think, a significant amount of money. They had backing from VCs and probably foundation support. So that's another L for them or for everybody. And we need to, they're fully doxxed. His name was Nathan Kaiser. I don't know. Formerly of Cardano. When we got Nathan from Cardano, there wasn't a whole lot of Cardano people coming out being like, what happened? We want Nathan back. Kind of like how when we got John Woods, the CTO now at the foundation, formerly of Cardano, they were much less happy about that. So I guess they were happy to pass us their Nathan. But then even more entertainingly, let's just go to a buddy of the Algorand ecosystem, the NFT scene, a guy that you should know about if you're into Algorand NFTs. His name is Cody with the handle Get Good Kid, I think it was. All right, so he's an ambassador for EXA Market, not Algo DAO, but he posted this. He's been pretty active in the Weblin. Have you guys heard about Weblin? Weblin was some community app that would help cities use the blockchain and tokenize. And I had actually interviewed them through the Algonauts. The Algonauts asked me to moderate an interview with them. And look, they had a fight. The founders fought. And then some of the founders, the guy that came on that episode with the Algonauts, he went off and created Drop Chain, which I believe Drop Chain is sort of like trying to create easier, like Magic Link and things like that they were using for Zone. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I don't care. But the point, I guess I will nobody cares. Drop Chain, you're going to have to figure that out, especially after this Weblin stuff. But, and now the founder that is remaining is, giving these like spoken word poetry pieces on Twitter Spaces that don't make a whole lot of sense. They're kind of disjointed thoughts. And he seems to be insinuating that you should buy the dip because they're going to buy back in. Don't do that. But what I will say is what happened there from all accounts is that, or Borderless came out and said that they pooled liquidity in certain LP and certain pools that could have been affected by the MyAlgo exploit. And so they pulled a significant amount of the liquidity in a Weblin LP and a Weblin pool. And then Weblin did the same. Whoever was invested in that project most likely because you were attracted to some sort of farm APY. I mean, I tweeted this. Anyways, so Cody tweets a lot. Oh no, I guess not. You remember when Weblin said they only profited 10,000 from this endeavor, then proceeded to say check the wallets? Well, me and some friends did, and this is what we found. If you look at this wallet, it received over 100,000 USD from the foundation, and the fact that Borderless Cap also provided liquidity seems pretty disingenuous to say there was no support. And let's not forget about the massive amount of Weblin they have been dumping on the dexes. Wonder how much was needed for a buggy app. I've seen so many other projects produce more with less. I mean, yeah. Big shout out to Praise the Weed for putting the finishing move on Weblin Inc. He literally gave up after the bong rip. My God. In case you missed a Twitter space where Weblin Inc. founder speaks nonsense and then takes a couple of bong rips before going night-night. I can't even. I read this the last time and I laughed. I think it's the night-night. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my God. Like, just shower me in Litecoin and hide me in a closet. I don't know what's going on, folks. Well, don't fret then, friend. I got you covered. Captured a solid 14 minutes of it. Well, guys, if you want to experience the Weblin founder at his most raw, check out, I thought it was Get Good Kid, but I guess, I don't know. I was wrong, I guess. Cody.algo from Algo JPEG. Maybe that's a new account. I don't know what's happening, folks. Maybe this is a completely different person and I've been totally wrong. But anyways, I know Cody to be somebody that is a solid figure in the Algorand community. That's that. And that's that. Look, we all thought, you guys thought, Coop can't make it. He's done. He has no energy. Can't do this. Well, guys, look, thank you so much for joining in. To anybody that is new to the show, it's not going to be the MyAlgo Saga show. I don't want it to be that. But until it's done, we're going to be tracking it very closely. I'm talking to anybody and everybody that I can. I'm trying to keep up with it, and I'll keep you up with it. And I will also try to find some good things to talk about. We're going to get there soon. But look, we're all waiting to see what the big central banker man says so we can know which direction our decentralized money is going to move. So, hey, big central banker man, I'll be paying attention tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll talk about it. Then we'll know about the jobs. And then on the 22nd, they're going to have their big central banker meeting. And then the central banker man is going to talk about inflation. And then the central banker man is probably going to indicate that inflation stinks. Nobody likes it. They want it back to 2%. And we're very far from it. Central banker man is going to walk off. And then our money is going to move accordingly. So let's just pray that we get a positive central banker man. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Peace.